Hello, and thanks for joining us on the podcast that discusses all things gaming. Coming to you from the home of Gen Con and the gaming capital of the world, this is The Established Facts.
The Royal Academy of Riznis, located in the realm of Palagane, has pulled resources together to academically assess the strengths and weaknesses of the core classes for adventuring careers. The arena constructed has an intricate system for bringing the contestants to stage. They are placed, magically bound, to an elevator and released one round after the device reaches the stage. Their hands bound in a similar way but released immediately. Lastly, a hood invoking silence is placed and tied around the head of each contestant. The characters were allowed an opportunity to explore the arena prior to this event. The arena is a circular stadium, 90 feet in diameter. 4 contestants will be raised 30 feet away from one another. A pipe runs parallel to the circular outer wall. Medium-sized openings appear on the wall every 22.5 degrees. The ceiling is 40 feet high. The upper section is blocked by a spiked metal fence. The upper section is where the stadium spectators look down into the arena. Traps will be placed prior to this event, time delayed to 8 rounds after the elevator stops and activate randomly. They will be steam powered, creating a brief hiss to potentially warn contestants of their presence. The characters were restricted to tried and controlled balancing. The books allowed included Advanced Player's Guide, the APG, Ultimate Combat, and Ultimate Magic. Some house rules that we've set: no artifacts nor cursed items, max HP at each level, and no Eastern weapons nor armor. Each player's party gold is 16k, max item value is 4k, and more information about how this is controlled will be posted with the podcast. The classes chosen to represent each archetype. The Rogue.
He stands 5'8", he's dressed in dark clothing, and he looks menacing, and he fidgets with a belt that's around his waist.
The Fighter.
Human in race, standing 6'2", young 20s, aged around 220 pounds, so stocky build, blonde hair and blue eyes, very light skin. He stands essentially in almost a wrestler's aggressive stance before a match, cracking his knuckles and preparing for what onslaught may come about.
The Wizard.
He stands 5'4". He is a human. He is in robes with spell component pouches all around his belt. He has no other visible weapons, and he looks like an uptight intellectual.
And the Druid.
The Druid stands also 5'4", 140 pounds, relatively short but well built. Tan skin, almost as if he had hide. Wearing a almost golden fur outfit. To kind of, if you look at it closely, could resemble that of the fur of a lion.
The combatants have mutually agreed that their weapons will be placed at their feet, and their feet will be bound to the elevator for the surprise round. After this one round, they will be allowed to freely move about. So, going from my right, we're just going to go through and introduce each of the individuals and have you guys tell me what your initiative scores are.
I'm the host. I'm Mike, and my initiative is a 27.
This is Josh, playing the druid for this factor play session. And my initiative is a 22.
This is Don. Big Don, I should say.
Oh,
Sorry.
say you're Big Don.
Yeah, this is Big Don playing Grayton Griffinborn, the fighter, and my initiative is a... Where's that?
Underneath base attack.
Oh, there it is. It's a 21.
Hey, and this is Derek. I am playing the wizard, EMB Sanofu, and my initiative is a 17.
Gesundheit.
Sure.
Xylophone.
Yeah,
Just for the listeners, I don't believe anybody mentioned levels. This is the level 6 fight.
And just as I'd like to call a CYA clause, we are using the Paizo Pathfinder rule set, and we will probably screw these rules up, so we love you, don't sue us.
And the fight within the Chamber of Elusive Questions begins. The rogue goes first.
Of course they did.
Surprise says no one ever. All right. Well, seems how... Donald, have a piece of your notebook paper, please.
Yeah. Coming at you.
That probably should have been disseminated to everyone because there's a hood on everyone's head and no one should be able to see what I'm doing.
Oh, that's right. I don't think it was mentioned. There's a hood on everybody's head.
It was mentioned.
It was?
Yes, it was.
Okay, I'm just not listening to you.
I did mention that the ground is covered with sand and that the platforms were wood in there.
Oh.
Anything about the actual physical components of that, but
Gotcha.
I figure once you guys take off the hoods,
See, we're trying to vamp while he's writing and rolling dice and stuff
nice.
like that. So how's your day?
My day, it's been busy. I actually left the notes that I had for this back at home, so I was like,
man.
halfway here, I'm going to turn around.
Cool. Well, it's nice to hear your voice more on the podcast in like maybe 5 seconds.
Right. Well, if you're a viewer of our Google Hangout here, you will not be able to see my face.
Yes.
Ever.
Jeremy has the ultimate Wilson ability.
Alrighty, so you pull your hood off,
Yep.
and that's stealth.
I'm going stealth because I'm the only one that can see. No one can see me, so everyone has blocked line of sight. I'm hiding.
Alrighty. Your feet are still bound.
That's fine.
Okay. Moving on to the next person on the list, the druid.
Well, seeing as how now at least the rogue can't see me, and though no one else can, I'm not going to bother with changing or sending you a note because this is an audio podcast, so people want to actually hear what we're talking about. So I'm going to use my move action to yank the hood off as well, and then I will cast a spell. I am casting Bark Skin, which at this level would be adding, I believe... Let me check that one thing. Sorry, I had it figured out, but then I forgot. Okay, that would be adding to me, I think, 3 to my bark skin, to my natural armor.
Okay.
And that is what it adds, because I can't go above 5, which is a 12th level deal in this case, because of a magical piece of equipment that I'm wearing. So, I'm going to add, I believe, 3 at this level. And that is my turn.
This is actually really convenient. We're actually going just...
Isn't that like... Couldn't have planned out any better. Just say it.
Alrighty, for the druid,
I don't know who it's convenient for.
the description that you're going to get, I should have done this for the rogues.
That's okay.
Rude.
You see in front of you, it would be the fighter, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Straight across. To your left would be the wizard, and to the right is an empty square. If you would, give me a perception check.
luck with that.
Let's see.
Yeah, let's try not to see. That's
Right,
That's kind of the point.
22.
Alrighty, thank you very much.
I do see an empty square.
You see
Yeah,
an
it's
empty square.
Yes.
Next on the list is the fighter.
Big down.
Big gun!
He's looking at his nose.
He's ripping
so-
his own leg off so he can charge.
I was wondering what that gnawing sound was.
Actually, I've taken my shoes off. They're stuck to the thing. I'm running barefoot.
I will. Yeah.
If it wasn't magical, I would totally have done that. Oh, you see shoes. Damn it.
So, do you wish to pull the hood off?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was trying to determine, whether or not I'm going to waste...
You could charge valiantly in front of you and
You can't
then
move.
realize that you can't move and fall to your face.
Well, I'm under the assumption that at least my character has the knowledge that I was put into this tube and
You're not
that
able to
a
move.
hood was put on me.
Yes.
Yes.
I do have one technical question. You said that our weapons are at our feet.
Correct. If you had weapons.
The first thing I want to find out before I pull the hood off is I'm going to make sure that I feel that I have my armor on and that the spikes that are attached to my armor are existing.
They are?
Okay, so I will not need to waste a move action to pick up a weapon because I'm wearing it. Then I will go ahead and use my move action to remove the hood. And then with my standard, I will activate my belt.
And what does your belt do?
It is a belt of dexterity +2, so it will increase my modifier by +1, which should hopefully eventually up my AC as well.
You don't have to activate those.
Yeah, I don't think there's
No,
any
they're just
activation
on.
required.
They're just on.
Well, let me double check because I thought that my
Unless you have something special on your...
belt of incredible dexterity +2. This belt is a large silver buckle, usually depicted in the image of a tiger. The belt grants the wearer an enhancement bonus to dexterity of a +2. Treat this as a temporary ability bonus for the first 24 hours the belt is worn. Okay, so I guess I don't have to activate it. Okay, I just misread that. Alright, well then, in that case,
Cast your fireball. Oh, wait.
that's right.
Thank you.
Charge
Joel.
the darkness.
If you would, roll a perception check.
Yeah,
While you're thinking about what
I
you
will
want to do.
pretend
You won't throw
that I'm going
rocks,
to try
Jerry.
and see. My perception does a 15. No, I didn't
So,
think
to your left, you see an empty square. In front of you would be the druid, and to your right is a wizard who is still curious about his surroundings.
Okay.
It's got this hood on its head.
Yes, with the thinker pose and everything.
There's a mystery afoot.
I will use my, I guess what would be my standard action to search for a potion in my bag.
Alright. And the wizard.
I call the mystery vehicle, mystery machine, because I have to solve the mystery of where I am.
Your D&D does not reply.
Oh.
Oh,
All
wait.
circuits are busy now.
You're not the druid.
I do this.
Alrighty. If you would, give me a perception check while you're at it. So what he handed me is he's whispering a vocal component.
Yeah, I'm whispering the vocal component. Now, if someone who has spellcraft can see my somatic,
I'm assuming you've taken your move action to pull the hood off?
yes, the move action.
Because it emits silence, so you wouldn't be able to whisper the...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, that's cool. You're a hot wizard. Forget that silence.
Whopping 13 on my spellcraft. I
No.
don't know what you did.
No. But you will see.
Alrighty.
Please roll me another spellcraft.
Nope.
Oh. Okay, what you guys see is you see a pit open up underneath me, and I fall through.
Awesome.
So now these 4 squares are a pit.
Oh, sad.
Almost.
There's no mage to charge.
No, he can charge. You'll just fool him.
He's a fighter. You think he's concerned?
Hello! If you would, sir, could you tell me how deep that is on the card?
Okay.
Since this would be outside of player knowledge because they wouldn't be at the pit tonight. Thank you.
Just because it's outside player knowledge, again, they don't know. You gotta let them know too.
Once you guys fall into it, I'm sure that'll come
Or
into play.
approach it. I'm not going to run and just dive into a hole.
Oh, come on. Be adventurous.
I'm going after the wizard.
Alrighty. The first round's over.
I didn't mean to.
Magically bound, you are not.
Yay.
I feel so much looser right now.
And what was your perception roll before?
Not enough.
Okay. You see in front of you an empty square. To your left was a fighter, and to your right was a druid. Before you fell deeply into a pit of your own construction.
Yep. Actually, I would do that.
I should add that you fell safely down this pit.
Yep.
Back to the rogue. Are you going to sneak?
Oh, I'm sneaking for sure.
Are you asking the rogue if he's going to sneak? No, I'm going to clog hop my way down.
Is that half movement?
Yep. Get on there.
That's what she said.
Right? Okay, I'm rolling my... Rude.
What's your movement speed?
30.
Alrighty. You'll be able to get halfway between, diagonally, between the contestants.
If I'm on the... Which square am I on?
Right there.
Yes, but I can't be between 4 squares.
Right, what he's saying is this is 5 and that's 15.
Right, and then that means Josh could occupy that square and I have him. So which square are we on?
That's a good question. For the listeners, imagine 4 squares and then a box.
Because that affects whether I can get to Josh or not.
See, and that's why I moved into a square when after.
I see. I see where the confusion is.
What's your movement?
30.
But when you're stealthing, you only move a half.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
The way I wanted it drawn was that you'd be 30 feet from the person in front of you and 30 feet from either side as well. So diagonally, it would be moving 30
All it
feet.
is then is it's... So if we're off, what's that, 30 there, and then it's 30 and 30. Well, sorry, now you're 20.
Yeah.
There's a way to do it. I know there is. It's just I can't remember what it
It's
is.
probably like this.
Or across.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Then I'm going in here.
Okay.
Alrighty. So what the rogue did is he moved back 15 feet and entered the tunnels.
We are totally going to have to take a picture of this thing so I can put it online.
Well, it is entertaining, to say the least.
Well, for the listeners.
Oh, wait a minute. To get rules correct, if I go before him in a round, technically they're denied their dexterity from me.
Correct.
That's where that surprise round was.
Yes.
Yes.
Until
Only in the surprise round.
Only in the surprise round until he acts as an initiative, which
It
we
doesn't
all
matter.
know.
I can get him anyway. I'm charging Josh.
There you go. Get there. Get
Get
there.
some.
Touch AC. Joshy? I need...
The rogue is changing his plan. He is no longer going in the tunnel. He is saying, to heck with this sneaky stealthiness.
28 touch.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And he's still touching him.
Attempting to grapple you.
Oh, jeez.
20, 19, and 14 is 23.
What's your CMD?
That does get me. I'm an 18.
Okay. For the record, the rogue and the druid are grappling, and I am moving into the druid square.
Alright. They both have the grappled modifier on them.
Correct. And you get my unarmed damage, sir. 3, so that's 2, 4.
Take 4 points. Fantastic. I think. I don't know. Did you take improved unarmed strike?
I did.
Okay.
Thank you for asking.
Yes.
Are there any other things that you would like to bring to light
Not at this point.
for penalties or anything that...
Josh and I both are suffering from the grappled condition, which gives us both -2 to our attack, and to any CMD or CMB thing we try, except for to escape the grapple. And we are also... and I know in some systems, when you are grappling, you are denied your dexterity. That is not the case in Pathfinder.
I need one.
Oh,
So,
okay. Like third.
We're also passing books around, apparently, so people can read up on this stuff.
Well, I need other stuff and things.
Alrighty, so is that the end of your turn, sir?
it is, however... Derek, I'm going to ask your opinion, sir.
Yeah.
Since I was hidden and he was unaware of my position, when I resolve my unarmed strike, I would also get my sneak attack damage to him, because he was unaware of me being there.
Not if you were...
I think that's broken once you stop
Once you
speaking.
charge.
I thought anytime someone was denied their dexterity bonus to their AC, sneak attack damage applied.
Correct.
Correct, but this is an ability. Touch AC is an ability, is that correct?
It's part of grapple.
Right,
Yes,
right.
part of grapple.
But roll me your stealth and roll. Josh, roll your
I mean,
perception.
If not, I
Because-
I can be
I mean,
fine not
technically,
doing it.
still
No
technically
big
he was
deal.
still stealth.
No, not
Was
when
he
you
not?
moved. Not when you charged.
Once he got
Yeah.
past the halfway
Yeah, once I
point,
get past my halfway point, I'm not.
Right, then you wouldn't get this.
So, okay,
sneak
I'm
attack.
game.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm watching
So is it my
these.
turn now?
Yes, it is.
Hey, at least I asked.
Okay.
I could have just
What
left.
is your CMB?
4?
4?
No.
What is
4 what?
it says very clearly I have to. It's 10 plus your CMB plus the level of the
Are you
spell.
trying to- oh,
I'm
you're
trying to do
cast
something
spells?
otherwise.
Mine's a 14.
Your CMBs are 14.
Correct.
Okay. We're fighting at the
CMB is a
moment.
14.
He's a grapple.
Is this including a grapple bonus
It
of some
is.
sort? Okay.
I wonder why it did.
For right now.
Oh, okay. Mine's a 13. Yeah. I didn't realize that it actually.
Yeah,
When you use Hero Lab, it actually has your CMB, and then it has
Underneath
underneath
it.
it, plus this if you're grappling.
I thought that might be the case, so I just wanted to bring that up and make sure that everybody else was aware that that was the case as well.
It's always the fun part. Make sure I get the 10. So, Wild Shape then is a spell-like ability. Is that correct? Or is it a supernatural ability?
Is a
Which one is it?
Wild shape.
wild shape
shape.
is a spell like ability because it acts as beast shape.
That's as B shape, and B shape 1 is apparently a 3rd level spell. That's good to know, I think.
At 4th level, the druid gained that ability?
I am wrong. It's a supernatural
It's
ability.
supernatural, which means I do not have to do it. I can just do it.
You can just do it. You don't have to worry about
Okay, fantastic.
things and that stuff.
Fantastic. So using my standard, I shapeshift into a large lion.
Being depicted by a griffin currently.
Yes, currently.
Using what action? Your standard?
My standard.
Thank you.
Yep.
I may have.
So you still have your move then?
He's still grappled, though.
Yes.
Okay.
But I can to move you, if I'm not mistaken, because there's no way to move. I don't.
You have to bull rush in order to move. I am controlling the grapple, which means you can't move.
Minis box on the
Okay.
Let's see if I have
And to break grapple, is that a standard?
It is indeed.
Figured I'd bring that up.
Which
as
is why I
well
asked
for
him
listeners.
what movement, what action he used to turn into wild shape.
You have to.
Well,
Wild
yeah.
shape is a standard action.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
So I'm.
Chilling.
With that being said, that is my turn.
Like a villain. With some lion cream filling.
That's right.
Next in the list is
Big old fight up.
Thank you very much.
Nose goes. Yep, into the pit for you.
I have a more entertaining plan.
Do it.
I will approach the edge of the pit.
Here or here.
There's only 10 feet.
Where is the pit exactly? Is it the
In the
green
green?
square?
Yeah.
Okay. Move me 15 diagonally, so 2 squares. Yes.
Here.
Yes. Just at the edge.
Just at the edge.
You look down and see a pit.
I'm not. I don't really
Oh,
want to
you're not
look
looking
down.
down?
No, I'm not. I'm not interested in what's in the pit.
He knows what's in it. Him.
At least that's what he thinks.
I will.
You see a pit before you.
That's right.
It goes down quite a ways. You don't see the
Cast
bottom
magic
from where you're
missile into
standing.
the
The potion bottle that I throw down
Okay.
is actually. You need to make a reflex save 15.
Could you do a
It is a Tanglefoot bag.
roll to attack?
Not a problem.
Beat a 10.
I got an 8 in my dexterity.
Where is he throwing it down if he doesn't?
That's what I'm asking. He might hit the wall.
Yeah.
I got a 12.
Okay. It hits the bottom.
Okay, but what's the splash radius?
I think unless it specifies otherwise, most potions have a 5-foot radius.
So it'd be just that square?
Yeah.
Unless the thing says how big the radius of the effect is. Throwing potions, these are always entertaining.
Throwing Tanglefoot bag at a 6th level. That's
rude.
special.
Tanglefoot bomb or bag?
It's actually the Tanglefoot bag.
Thank you.
It does not say.
Throw a Tanglefoot at a creature. When you throw a Tanglefoot bag at a creature, as a ranged touch attack with a range increment of 10 feet.
Right. But I'm not throwing it, I'm simply dropping it down the hole. So would that be a mischance then, perhaps?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Wait a minute. Are you just saying? Are you doing that? Is that what you're doing?
essentially what I'm doing is, if there's a 10-foot square in front of me, I am running up and I'm just going, bah! And taking the chance that it's going to land in what would be one of those 4 squares.
So it's a 25% chance if you...
Right,
Okay.
but I mean, it
Had to
doesn't
be
have a
correct.
10-foot radius.
Right, but
No.
what I'm saying is, if it's a 5-foot radius, I'm aiming for one of those 4 squares,
He's
but I'm
just
really
taking
just
the chance and just going like
Yeah.
this,
Yeah.
Hoping it hits you.
hoping it hits you.
You're in one of 4 squares. That's 25%.
I know, but you also have to take range increment into effect.
Well, only if you are throwing,
Only if you were throwing it.
And if I was throwing it, I would still be able
He's
to
not.
get to
He's
the
not
opposite
throwing
side of
it
the pit.
horizontally. He's
Okay,
going up and going. Meh,
He's not
and he's just
aiming.
letting gravity take
Right.
it down.
That's why I asked for the 10, just to make sure he wasn't hitting a wall.
Okay. All right.
So,
I figured we'd get that out of the way.
He did not hit a wall.
so I'm rolling a mischance of... Oh, you going to roll it?
I'll roll
okay.
it.
All right. I would like... Can I choose my number?
You may.
All right. I would like a 1.
1 to hit him.
1 to hit him.
Alright, we'll start the square where he's at as on number 1.
Okay.
And clockwise,
Two,
it'll go
3,
2,
4.
3, 4.
Okay.
Okay.
2.
Okay.
Hits C.
Cool.
Okay.
A bag falls next to you.
Well, a bag
Ew.
goes...
You hear from like 30 feet below. Ew, 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 ew.
Alrighty. I believe that was your move in standard, correct?
Yes.
Next would be the wizard.
Over.
We're off to see the wizard.
Right?
Alrighty. So you're pulling out a rod.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. And you put 1 spell or 2. Is that just the 1 spell?
Yeah, but I'm using that to be able to do that.
And it's just quiet.
Yes.
Okay.
Jeremy.
I'm not sure what you have written down here.
Oh. Sorry, everybody that's on audio.
Alrighty.
Just so that people know that I have written A, B, C, and D in the pit, and my character has disappeared.
He has casted a spell of some sort. obviously, as he was using a rod. However, as for the player's knowledge, there was nothing that happened. Nobody was looking at him, nobody heard anything, nobody saw anything. Back to the top of the round with the rogue and the druid. To you, the rogue.
What? You gonna say something, Donald?
No, I was counting squares.
Okay.
Sorry. Josh, did you find one?
He told me to stop.
Oh.
Joshy,
Yes?
I'm maintaining my grapple.
Okay.
Yeah, you do.
I rolled a natural 20 on my die there.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, that's no good.
That's a 34.
Let's see, that puts me at a 24, so no.
You are pinned.
I am I? Interesting.
Do you want to describe any of the penalties associated with that?
Pinned,
I think it was
page 200, does not stack with grappled, but since you are pinned, Joshy, I'll let you know what you got here. That's not right. That's the appendix that has all that stuff.
That might be the bookmark thing.
Yep. Okay, Joshy.
Should be bottom right.
There we go. You take a -4 to your armor class. You are limited to the only actions you can take are trying to escape. So you can use a combat maneuver check or escape artist. A pinned creature can take verbal and mental actions, but cannot cast any spells that require a semantic or material component. A pinned creature who attempts to cast a spell, essentially you're going to make the same kind of check that you were going to try and make earlier. If you fail the check, you lose the spell.
You have a large lion pinned.
You are now pinned. Mm-hmm. Clearly in pinned it says... yeah, you and I are pinned and I'm controlling the grapple again. So, large lion pinned on the ground.
Yes.
Is that your move?
That is.
So we're over to the druid.
Oh, sorry.
Well, then I guess I'm going to try and attempt to break the grapple.
Okay.
At a 25.
No.
What is your CMD at?
32.
Dear Lord.
Sorry. 34 for grapple.
Okay.
As it's a skill check, you're unable to crit on this as well.
I understand that. It's not a skill, though. Oh, how in the world...
What?
Donald?
Escape artist?
Oh, well, okay. I wasn't using Escape Artist, but...
No, I was asking you what you were using.
Oh.
He could use his CMD.
It's CMB
CMB
plus
versus
the roll.
yeah.
But currently, I can't beat that at all.
Well, that's sad. I don't have a mage to beat up. I guess I gotta beat up a druid that's already pinned.
Out of curiosity, are there any feats or anything that are going on to give you bonuses against large-sized creatures?
I don't have anything that gives me bonuses to large-style creatures. I just have my bonuses for grapple. I add my dex to my grapple.
Are you adding your bonus, your large size bonus to your CM? Oh, jeez.
I am going to...
Oh, jeez.
Figured I'd give you an opportunity there.
Alright.
Just in case.
I got him. You find that other one. And then we'll duke it out in the middle. This is a melee tournament.
And the crowd's confused as to why the rogue and the fighter are apparently in cooperation here.
Not really, I'm just trying to keep him away from the line.
Ooh.
Oh, good save.
I made my reflection.
What is the floor of the arena made of?
It is sand. With the exception of the elevators. The elevators themselves were wooden. Although magical wood.
Magical wood.
That's what she says. Good. Nice.
I knew what I can.
Waiting for my next turn. Brian, can I have that look when you're done? Thanks, sir.
Are there any tactics or strategies that you're thinking of using the sand?
I'm considering taking a large portion, well, a move actions portion of sand from the ground, and with my standard, basically dousing the pit.
So you can see where he's
I
at
can
if he's
see
invisible in the bottom.
invisible.
That's valid.
That's valid.
I think I will do that. I think I will do that. I don't know. I'm attempting. I mean, I'm going to look into the pit, at least to peek in to see the area, so I can try and cover as much area as possible with sand. And then with my move action, I will try and, with two big, 6'2" humanoid hands, pick up a big ball of sand and then just heave it into to cover as much area. So I don't
What
know.
does the light at the bottom of the pit look like?
Sorry?
What's the light at the bottom of the pit look like?
I don't think there is any light down there.
Okay, just wondering.
Unless he's light at the bottom of the pit.
I'm not lighting.
I don't know if there'd be any magical effects that would be illuminating it, the tingle bag or
No. take
Well,
that 'cause
what?
I
How
can't-
is the arena lit?
the arena itself. I don't see it having well lit.
Well, I just mean in general. Like, is it ever burning torches? Is it like
It'd be
sun
torches
coming
on
in?
the sides,
Okay.
and then maybe chandeliers of some sort, sconces
Like up
or
above?
something hanging from above.
Okay. So at best, it may be low light, but with the descent, it may not be any light.
Right.
Well, 30 feet down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, by the way, the pit's 30 feet.
That's fine. So yeah, I'm gonna try and spray as much sand down there as I can. I don't know if I need to make if that's like a mischance or because I'm attempting to see where he is.
Well, we'll get to that.
Okay, that's fine.
Druid, do you have any ideas to what you're doing? Just the escape artist?
Yeah,
or-
that's all he can do.
That's fine.
I can't do anything but try and get out.
All right.
And I won't be able to get out.
All right. So your turn is to attempt to do. Yeah, I mean,
tried.
you
Well,
can
he
still
tried.
cast.
I literally
He
cannot.
tried.
Oh, you did try.
Yeah, he did try.
Yeah, he
Okay.
tried, but
Yeah, and
he
then we
can't
moved
use
to Dawn.
semantic or material.
I
components.
figured I'd just make sure.
I
That,
have no spells that I can cast. I cannot roll a 24 on a d20.
okay.
26 on a d20.
Can you? Well, I guess not your pen. You don't have a bite attack, do you?
I do have a bite attack.
Could
I
you-
was told I couldn't attack.
It says that the only action he can take is to try and free himself or cast a spell.
Okay. Well, there you go.
So for your turn, Don, before you do your move action, I would say that you do not have knowledge that he is invisible. So you'd have
Okay.
to look over first.
Yes, which is what I'm doing.
After that, then you can realize that he's not down there. And if your conclusion is that
How
you
do
would
you know if he's down there if it's dark down there?
Well, his deductive reasoning saw you go down the hole.
Right.
He's a fighter. If I was that guy, I would say, okay, he's down that hole. I threw the tanglefoot bag. It didn't sound like you said ow, 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 ow from 30 feet down.
or ew.
Whatever,
Yeah.
ooh, ooh, ooh from 30 feet down.
Yeah.
Now he's trying to see where you are. I don't think he needs to walk over to the edge. If he's trying to see where he is, he can use the sand just so he knows which box to aim at. See what I'm saying? He doesn't need to go, is he down there? Because he said ooh, ooh, ooh from the bottom of the pit.
Right, but what I'm saying is, does he know that I'm invisible? So the tactic,
That
it's the initiation of the tactic.
It was
that's
the
problem.
randomness of him just throwing the tanglefoot bag.
But if I'm also if I heard you respond to me throwing the tanglefoot bag down,
Right,
and then my next action, because I specifically said I'm looking into the pit,
right,
at least to see where the tanglefoot bag hit,
right.
then that should at least give me scope of what size the pit is. And if I
Right.
don't see him,
Then you can say, yeah, okay, he's not down there.
But I heard him, so he's obviously invisible.
He's
Right.
invisible. No, I agree
I
with
could
that.
see the deductive conclusion that maybe he's invisible. I'd be okay with you dropping sand down there.
Okay.
Yeah, I would be too.
because that's what I'm gonna do.
See, I would have just straight garnered it from, okay, I missed with the bag. I want to know where he's at,
right.
so I know where to aim.
Okay. I don't agree with that, but it's beside the point at this point. I have a question about the light at the bottom of the pit, because that is very important, tactically, just to what I do next. Is it dark down there?
I would say it would probably be pretty dark down there.
Okay.
So what are the chances of me even being able to see him with the sand?
Probably pretty small.
So do I need to roll like a D100, take like a 10% chance or something?
There would be a concealment bonus of some sort.
Well, okay. Here's how lit is the arena?
It's not well lit.
It's not.
So it's low light.
Okay,
everywhere.
so at best it's low light down the pit, at least to 15 feet.
Think of it like think of it like a torchlight, like medieval times or something like that. And then have a 30-foot pit in the bottom.
Oh no, I could completely see how it would, like the last 5 feet would nearly be pitch black.
Exactly.
But
and that's where I'm getting at.
But since we do apparently everything in dungeons happen in 5 foot increments, the first 15 feet is probably low light. The next 10 is probably somewhere between low and dark, and then it's pitch dark in the last 5. That's just what light does. That's why I'm asking.
I agree. Yeah,
So
I understand. I'm just.
So the point of dropping the sand down, he could see, because you're 5'4", right?
Right.
He can see the top of your head get hit by sand.
Theoretically, but it'd be difficult.
That's why I'm saying
That's why
there'd be concealment.
I want to know. Do I need to roll something in order to be able to see him?
I would say yes.
Okay. What do you want me to roll?
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
Let's do DC 15.
Okay. I rolled a 1. My perception is a 1, so I got 2.
That's close.
Real close.
The sand falls down. You hear it, scatter across and around, but you can't really make out any images.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Then, upon seeing nothing, I'm not going to move away from. Actually, can I make since I did not technically use a physical move, can I take a 5-foot step away from the pit? Mm-hmm. Okay, I will move diagonally 5 foot. Yes.
All right, and over to the wizard.
I'm sorry that the wizard is not audio friendly at this point.
No, you're not.
Alrighty, so the wizard is doing some movement adjustment to make sure that he can't be seen. And he's doing essentially another spell of some sort, but nobody really has any way of telling what that is.
Thank you.
Joshy? I'm using my move action. Seems how you are pinned and I'm controlling the pin. I'm using my move action to withdraw my rope, and I'm tying you up.
Okay.
With, let's see, 19 and 14 is what, 20?
Does don't you need
You
use
and your
rope?
freaking
I
rope.
have, no, there is no use rope trick, and there's no use rope skill.
Right, but you can't use grapple on a rope trick.
Yes, you can. Yes, sir.
Really?
He's looked up rules.
I've looked it up.
If you could give a
I
little...
will. As soon as I resolve his 14 and 19 is 33.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, okay, well. Josh, you are tied up.
You and your freaking rope.
You're getting your rope from your hat, correct?
Yep, if you are... Actually, no, I just withdrew it from my bag because I already have him pinned down. If you have the target pinned, otherwise restrained or unconscious, you can use rope to tie him up. This works like a pin effect, and the DC to escape the bonds is equal to 20 plus your combat maneuver bonus, which in my case is a 14.
So we're up to 34.
And the rope does not need to make a check every round to maintain its pin. If you are grappling the target, you can tie him up with rope. The DC to escape the bindings is 20 plus the target CMB. Cannot escape the bond. If my CMB is higher than your CMB, you cannot escape the bonds even with a natural 20 on the check.
This is on page 200 of the
Pathfinder
core
core
book.
book. There is no escape for me. I am screwed. I am tapping out. I cannot get out. I have looked through everything I have. There's no physical way to get out. You've tied up a lion.
I wish I could be that nice.
No, that's fine. There's no point in killing the guy. I'm going to die. There's no point in it, so I'm pulling out of the battle, is what I'm saying.
But they'll still have to spend
still
the
takes time
to
to
do
kill
that.
you.
Okay.
The reason that's important is because we're on the 3rd round right now. 8 rounds comes around. Maybe they'll get killed by traps and you'll survive this.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. So, wait, let me see. Nope. I'm going to 24 to break a 30. It's not going to... Oh, I can't. At all. So... My turn's over.
Me and my stinking rope, huh, fighter?
You and your stinking rope.
I've got mine. Where's yours?
Yeah.
I'm a support character.
Support, as we defined, was probably the hardest.
Oh no, am I the support? No, he's apparently the support.
No, he was the survivalist.
No,
No,
he's the survivalist. I'm the support.
I am going to withdraw. I'm going to use my move action to withdraw a potion from my bag, and I'm going to use my standard to drink it. And I'm going to add pluses to my strength as I consume a bottle of my strength.
I'm pretty certain we had that backwards. Druid was the support.
No.
No?
Well, when we initially talked about it, we said the rogue was more a support character than they were a survivalist.
Yeah.
I think what we're finding out right now is that the rogue can stand on their own as a spot. But I think that was part of our conversation. Thus, the great part about this whole summary thing is you're finding it, because all of us have to be survivalists if we're going to win, number one. But sitting here tied up in my freaking hogtie self that I am in a lion form.
Rawr.
Here's a question. What happens if I change back to human?
The ropes would come down.
The ropes will come down with you.
No, they won't. Unless they're magic.
Where does it read that? Where does it say that? Because when he expanded, he still maintains grappled.
That's
because you're holding onto the flesh. If the ropes, if he goes down in size,
Show me that and I'll accept that.
show me where sand reveals that I am no longer.
That's easy.
But
Sand is not sticky. It's not like fairy fire.
But it would
fairy
pour
fire
over a
would
person.
light you.
Yes.
But it wouldn't stay there.
But,
doesn't need to.
ropes that don't expand will loosen. And just to the same understanding that it would under...
Go ahead and shake back. I'll tie you up again. You're
Well,
already
probably,
still pinned.
But at least it gives me a chance to survive.
Exactly.
I've already tried to escape. I'll wait till my next turn. I get that, but
Sure.
I just, as far as I was concerned, I didn't know I would break out of it. So it's logical.
Can I pause for a quick second?
Yeah.
And say this is why I hate PvP.
Yeah.
Because we get into conversations like this. Because Pathfinder D&D is not meant for this stuff. So, I'm not going to get Mario this time.
It gets into rule lawyering, which can be really dangerous.
Which is really annoying.
Yeah.
And
as the DM, I'm going to say I'll allow
Okay.
you to shapeshift to be smaller,
Okay.
and the ropes will not constrict with
Okay.
it.
Fair enough.
Grapple,
He's
because...
still pinned.
Yes,
yeah.
absolutely.
Okay.
Fighter.
It's your turn. He drank the potion.
I drank my potion.
Of...
Full
Sorry.
strength.
Okay.
Of numbiness.
Tastes good for fighting.
Yes.
No move action? Is that a...
My move was to find it,
Okay.
withdraw, and then consume. Move and standard.
And to the wizard, sir.
I really want to drag your large ass over into that pit.
Oh, I bet you do.
Hey. Don't steal my ideas. That's why I drank the potion.
It's all right.
We can help each other. Ow! Get off me! Oh, see ya.
We get to do this again now. No, this should be fun. So now I'm having to go to the Hero Lab to change my adjustment on Wild Shape. But this could be fun. Let's see what happens.
Why'd you change your adjustment? Because you're pinned and...
Yeah, well, I have to. Well, I had all that on there, but if I do actually effectively get out, I have another idea now. Completely changing my entire will.
How can you get out if you couldn't break the pin before? You can't break it now.
But if the ropes drop, I am.
You're still pinned. He said you are still pinned.
Yes,
I still have you.
If you keep hold of me,
I still have you pinned.
I'm sitting in a situation. I know. I can't make it. I'm not going to make a decision until I know what you're doing.
All right.
Sounds conveniently, he goes right after you. So.
It works out pretty well.
Standard. Non-action.
The Drew is kind of freaking out right now.
That was cute.
Thank you.
Alrighty, so the wizard has continued doing actions without the knowledge or awareness of anybody else.
I'm on my own little show right now. So.
Currently, he's just sitting down there,
chilling.
Yeah, improving himself.
Chilling like a villain.
Moving around to areas of.
I'm doing the Harlem Shake down there.
Oh,
I think it's the Kansas City Shuffle.
Sure.
It would be that. Yeah.
My turn?
Yes, it is, sir. You have a tied up creature in your arm.
I do. I reach into my bag and pull out my Sovereign's glue, and I dump one potion of it over top of him on the ropes.
Ew.
While you're holding him?
I have him pinned
Okay.
on his... He's hogtied, so he's on his back.
Uh-huh.
So on his manacles, on his hands, and on his feet, he gets Sovereign's glue.
Manacles? I thought you were...
Or the rope,
Well, yeah.
the bounds
The
on his
knots,
hands.
yeah. Okay.
On his hands and on his feet. Sovereign's glue.
And you can maintain a grapple with one hand. I think it's just a negative. You may take a negative if you have to do another grapple check.
Sorry, I'm reading up on grappling right now, folks, because I hate grappling.
Yes,
like a
but they have improved it
bastard.
considerably in Pathfinder.
Oh, totally.
Remember that. So...
I think the results of this will come out with us giving a recommendation to Pathfinder that...
Please don't sue us, we love you.
I don't know. I like the grapple rules.
I like
I like them
just
a lot more
annoying.
than I like them a lot more than in 3.5.
Oh yeah, 3.5.
Well,
Yeah, I would not allow grapple.
there's
in
less
3.5.
things in Pathfinder that give you bonuses. In 3.5, there's like 5 feats that give you bonuses to grapple, and that, as a first level character, you could walk in with a grapple that's like
And that's before you take any prestige classes.
25, 30, and you're like,
Good night.
Yeah.
Alrighty, could you describe the glue?
it's a clear vial that's got 7 units of Sovereign's glue in it, and I pull it out of my bandolier that it's in and dump it on his
Wrists
ropes in his hands,
ankles.
and thus binding them to him
How long does that last?
until universal solvent is applied upon it.
So we take it off.
Alrighty.
So yes, folks, we've got a glued kitty.
Arrgh.
Meow.
Oh.
Oh, dude, this should get out of the fur.
Right? Yeah. That's gonna hurt when he goes back.
Jeremy, how tall is the ceiling?
40 feet.
Thank you.
From the bottom of the pit, that'd be an additional 30.
I guess I'm holding the rest of my standard. Josh, your turn.
Well, the Sovereign's glue is a standard, but...
That's
It's
a
standard.
move and it's standard.
Yeah.
Go for it.
But, it doesn't matter. I changed back to a human. Oh, wait, I'm still pinned. Oh, wait, I'm still bound. Oh, my turn's over. Next. Hold on, wait. Nope.
Oh yeah, especially now with a 1.
Nope.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
I'm not. I'm going to make a quick note before we even started doing this. When I submitted my character, even after making a few mistakes, I went, I'm ready to get killed. Moving on. I don't know much about the druid, so it was fun to be told, here, you're going to make the druid as the survivalist class. Really? Okay.
Surprise.
Fighter.
Yeah, I'm working on it right now.
See what I mean? I couldn't have done anything unless I know what he was going to do. And when he Sovereign's glue, it doesn't matter. Now, granted, half the ropes are like hanging there now, but it's still. Oops.
Josh, what is your weight? Your body weight?
Now that I'm human, 140 pounds. You checking your lift capabilities?
Yeah. Okay.
16. Oh, yeah.
Out of curiosity, what is your weight when you're a lion?
Oh, 300 plus, I think. I'd have to look it up. It's the weight of an actual... It'd be the weight of a lion plus like 400 pounds, I think, for large. So it's a big lion.
All right. I'm going to use my move action to move over to. To move over
What's
to
your
the lion.
speed? Oh, no.
It's 30.
Okay.
Well, what armor are you wearing?
I'm
Chain
wearing-
shirt?
That's like 20
Yeah.
anyway.
I'm wearing
Didn't you change
a
back
mithril
to
chain shirt.
Oh yeah, sorry.
And while you're grappling him,
Yep.
I'm going to attempt to hoist him up on my shoulder as well.
Free action release.
And would that be considered a standard?
Yes.
Picking up a human on your
Oh yeah,
shoulder? Awesome.
that's your. I really,
There's no
I
need
can
to
leave
talk.
now.
There's no need to talk.
There will be time for talking
But I can summon
once
in
you
a
are back in
cheetah.
paradise.
But you summoned a cheetah.
Amongst
Just so you know, the glue takes 1 round to set.
Again, not getting out of them. If it takes 1 round to set, then that means when I changed back, the ropes were loose, but they're still on my hands. How do I get out of the glue?
And
If it takes 1 round to set, how do I get out of it?
and I had you pinned for your round
yeah, because he didn't let go of his pin until just
after
now.
you've gone.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, you can't get out of them right now.
I know.
And by the time it comes back around, they've
And
set.
they'll be set, and I'm
You got.
I'm dead.
I know. You got killed by the specialist, by the Uber specialist.
Well, we knew this was going to happen. You
Yeah.
and I both did.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not upset about dying.
Falling damage
It's 1d6
1d6
per
for
10
10
feet.
feet.
Yep.
Wait.
Whose turn is it? Derek's?
Yep.
I'm waiting for. Him.
By the way, those of you wondering what the baby crying in the background is, she's not being tortured, and she belongs to our host.
Put the thumb screws on her.
I was trying
That's
to
just not nice.
familiarize myself with the solvent glue.
That's fine. I've got to make
Universal
sure.
solvent.
Solvent's glue.
Sovereign's glue, yeah. I was trying to look for like whether there's a strength roll or something you could do, but I'm surprised they don't have that on there.
That's because it's like the super glue.
And that's why it costs a ton of
I was
gold.
going to say, universal solvent is like, it's like 50 gold pieces in the core.
Salvo slipperiness
the-
would work too.
Yeah, salvo slipperiness would work. But sovereign's glue is like 1,500 or something like that.
Yeah.
Something crazy.
Salvo slipperiness is 1,000.
Okay, there we go.
Alrighty. So you're moving?
Yes.
Alright.
I can get that shit on me.
How long
Apparently the rogue has
does
some
your
sound
first spell
slipperiness.
last?
6 rounds. I'm on my 3rd round right now.
Thank you.
Yep.
Does anybody have scent or
Sense will not actually work at this point at that distance.
Okay.
I know. I got sent because of the rogue. So yeah.
I don't blame you. I do not blame you.
Universal Solvent's 50 gold.
At 12th level, I had boots of tremor sense, so I would see if you disappeared. I'd be like,
That's why I thought 6 was a good level to do this at.
Yeah,
So
'cause
we're all
12
kind
would
of
be, oh my God.
we're all in that tipping point.
Yeah.
you could be really good or you're really bad.
Yeah. If I wasn't grappled, I wouldn't be horrible. But I'm not a grappler. Not even.
So that was my motive.
I figured.
Well, my motive was originally was to hide and go around, but then I'm like, then he's going to get rounds to do stuff, and I don't need any of that. We'd silence him from the
The
beginning.
second spell that you had cast, that's just going to be pretty much the duration of the
Oh
entire
yeah.
fight. It's like minutes or hours.
It's
or something.
hours.
Okay.
It's mage armor.
Oh, I know. My mark skin's 10 minutes per level. So
Yeah.
I'd be curious, only because I'm curious. What happened to that platform when the pit formed?
It just essentially disappeared. There'd just be a pit there. The way I saw it happening is all of the ground below that solidified when the elevator came up.
Okay.
So there'd be no tunnel network down there that you guys would have access to. It'd just be ground, as though that had never
That would have been
existed.
funny. Create a pit. Oh,
I thought about that as soon as I saw that he had created the pit and decided there's no tunnel network down there. Yeah, we're done with that.
Well, you know. Or
The
a
potion
big
that you
piece
drank.
of magical wood falling on his head. Whatever.
The potion that you drank, how long will that last?
I will get back to you, but that's minutes per level.
Okay.
Plenty of time.
Yes.
And the last spell that you cast on yourself.
That is. Wait one.
Might I have some?
Rounds. 6 rounds.
Thank you.
I guess I should keep track of all this.
Right?
Well, if you're not, I will.
That's slightly important.
Slightly. The pit will go away in 2 rounds.
Thank you. Alrighty, so we're over to the rogue.
The rogue tie them both up. But
What?
I said the rogue in me looks at the fighter who's now holding a human above his head and goes, I could tie you up real easy right now. However,
I'm not keeping track of my
I'll just coup de
minutes
grace the
per
druid.
level.
No.
We're not going to last that long.
No.
Please don't hurt me. Thanks.
So what I love about this is the fact that I like other people basically thinning the herd while I just sit out and chill.
he's not dead yet.
I know. He will be soon.
And I will.
Do all the hard work yourself, apparently.
Yeah. Silently, I'm going, go rogue, go rogue, go
Right.
rogue.
The on the depiction of the actual arena, are these like alcoves?
That is just empty area that you cannot go into.
Okay.
The black marks that I had made on there, those
Are
are
doors.
doors.
Okay.
Essentially,
Into
it's
like
an
a big
open
hallway.
path
Okay.
straight into the pipe. The pipes are made of metal. There is no sand in them.
Okay.
So the situation we have going on right now, just to catch up all of our listeners, is the druid is still pretty much on his square, being held up by the fighter, and the rogue, last I knew, was in that area as well,
He just moved into the hallway.
in the piping network. Alrighty.
Yep.
The
I
doors.
will withdraw a potion from my bag.
Okay. The doors that are separating the arena from the pipes are medium size, so it'd be difficult for a larger whatnot to get into the pipe network.
You'd be squeezing.
But the pipe network itself would accommodate for such a creature.
Gotcha.
Kashi?
Is it my turn?
It is.
Man.
You can wiggle around all you want. I will let you do that.
Game Master.
Yes, sir.
Does an elemental have arms?
Does an elemental have arms?
No.
Depends
Well, it depends
on
on the
you.
elemental. Like rock elementals.
I understand that a rock wouldn't. So earth and air are the ones I'm looking at right now, or water. Actually, I think the only one that.
I would say that they would be capable of making arms for themselves.
Okay. Then I'm in a situation right now
I think
where
what he's trying to figure out is if they are going to be.
are they going to be freed if I change?
Oh, that's clever.
Yeah, that is clever. Yeah, you would.
Go for it.
Yeah.
No, don't go for it.
Go for
Only
it.
you.
I'll allow it.
So I went back to my human form, which I have to do before I can do my second because I have 2 wild shapes per day. I am going to change into a large fire elemental.
Of course you are.
That's awesome.
Out of curiosity, when you picked him up, would he have taken armor spike damage?
Oh, I didn't even consider that. More than like, I mean, my armor is spiked armor, so more than likely. Would you like me to retroactively?
Yes, please.
Okay, that's fine.
I didn't. I was looking through the book at the time, And so I figured I'd bring that up now. Thank you, sir.
You were already pinned, so...
He's technically helpless right now.
Right. It would be...
You get a +4, and he's effectively got a dexterity of 0.
It'd be 7. You take 7.
Okay.
Piercing.
Owie.
Oh, nice. Your escape artist will go up to 12.
Oh, yeah. Actually, I think with Wild Shape, the only thing it changes is I get a few bonuses to a couple areas, but I just take on that form.
Oh, okay. So you're not getting any of the bestiary stuff?
No.
Okay.
No. At least not from the way I read it, it didn't.
It's been a long time since I've looked at the druids, so I've never really cared for them personally.
Yeah, because it's at 6th level, I can change into a large or tiny animal or a small elemental. Oh, so I am a small elemental. My apologies. I read that wrong.
That's awesome.
Let me put that back in here correctly so I can work it. So I guess it's the elemental that I do that.
I think so. Will you inherit the weaknesses as well?
That's what I was just looking at. I'm currently a small fire elemental. It works as elemental body, so I have to look that spell up.
The reason that's important is because if you take on the aspect of fire, I'm curious now if you're going to
vulnerable to cold,
burn the gentleman who's currently holding you.
Oh well, probably. Where is it? Sorry, I need to look up this spell real quick, and because I think with elemental body you actually become that creature, and that's different than the other ones.
Elemental body, what? 1, 2,
1.
3, 4?
1.
Derek, we have a little clear cylinder for height adjustments. Do you happen to know where that's at?
It may be over there. I'll check in the library.
In the library of stuff. My apologies again.
I think it's
I had to try something.
It's brilliant, dude. This tactic is brilliant.
I'm small. I'm not going to do much, but
No, it doesn't matter, dude. I mean, I thought they would have been like plans, like
No.
to get grappled and then burn them. That's
Well.
brilliant.
You assume the form of a small fire, earth, or wind, or
so I'm.
small air, earth, fire, or wind elemental.
That's all it says.
Jeremy.
Then I'm a small. I'm currently a small fire elemental on your shoulder. So if that's the case, then yeah. Wow. So whopping DC here. Why don't you make me a reflex save?
And you said this was elemental bond?
Body.
Elemental body.
How much damage
Body.
are we taking?
1, 2, 3, 4.
1.
Thank you.
It is affected by the burn. The damage. It's if I were to hit you with melee. So.
So you have not.
Well, I mean, since he's grappling me, he takes the damage as if he had been hit with melee. If you hit an opponent or they touch you, you inflict fire damage, which is the DC was 11. You take 4.
Awesome.
Fire. And yes, I do have the vulnerability to cold.
Yes, I saw that.
So, because elemental body is, that's how that works. So this is totally. I had to do something.
Like I said, it's brilliant.
And then I don't think I have a fly speed. I think I'm just me.
Is that a standard action for the shift?
Yes. So I can. Do you want to make a grapple check against me to try and hold me, or I'm going to move?
I will make a grapple check against you.
What do you?
It's a standard action for you to shift.
I shift it.
It's
I'm
a
gonna
standard
move.
action for you to break your grapple.
Oh yeah.
You're grappled.
Okay. Gotcha.
That makes sense.
So I'm done.
Okay. Since I still have you grappled,
Come here, bears.
Oh. Can we try one? Thank you.
Sure.
Can I try some?
We're pulling a lot of rules for this.
And we're having to.
Combats typically take much less
Right.
time.
But yeah, I take on the. So looking at this, I take on the form. I get a few abilities or whatever, dark vision, but I still have all my stats and abilities, adjustments and hit points and whatnot.
Yeah.
Which is good because I'd really rather have the 49 I have left than the 16 a small player middle has.
Does a 21 hit your CMD?
Hit my CMD. So what did that go up? Standing up to. Sorry, I need the other one. I think it does.
You already have him grappled. You get a +5 to maintain the grapple.
Oh, no one said yeah.
Just so you know.
I'm attempting to pin him. I still get a +5
Right.
to it? Oh, okay.
All you're doing is maintaining the grapple and moving it from section to section to
Okay,
section.
well then it's a 26.
Which is why, once the initial grapple is caught, it's hard for the person you've captured to get out.
Yes, and make a reflex save. Of 11, and if you fail it, it's take 3.
12.
Yeah.
I'll take 1.
Okay. And I'm gonna Dolph Ziggler you and put you in a chokehold.
What were you?
You resolve your unarmed damage from your spikes.
Yep. And take 10 from my spikes. Okay, just so you know, the way that chokehold works. Creature in a chokehold cannot breathe or speak and thus cannot cast spells that have verbal components. An opponent you have in a chokehold has to hold his breath or begin suffocating.
That's... Hey, Derek. Just so you know, all of that is solid material.
I'm giving you reference points.
Okay. Okay.
So the way that we determine suffocation is essentially he has a number of rounds equal to half his Constitution modifier to try and break free.
Not the modifier, Constitution.
Or Constitution, I apologize, yes. To break free of the chokehold, or basically, pass out.
There's 3 phases. When you're suffocating, the first one is, once that is reached, you essentially drop down.
Sorry.
Going to like 0 or something like that.
Okay.
And then after that it's dying, and then at -1 and dying, and then dead.
Okay. How many
I
rounds
believe
is that,
suffocation
Josh?
is the
You don't mind me asking?
6.
Okay.
the environment. Yes. There you go.
Now, in order to pin someone, do you have to have him like on the ground, or is it just so I can still be erect
You can have
and
him
holding
You
him?
can have him pinned just like this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
You could be walking around with him technically.
I will walk over to the pit. Yep.
I'm going to say, just for the sake of argument, that you're moving at half speed.
That's fine. It only takes me
5 foot.
5 feet to get
Okay.
there. And that's my turn.
Alrighty. And the mage is handing me an even larger note.
Hold on, stuff's about to go down.
Oh, yeah, shit's going down. Oh, sorry.
Said he wasn't going to get Mario'd.
That's alright. I will mark just like I marked in the last one that this could have adult language, but let's not do it on purpose.
I know, and I try.
I know, you're doing really good. Kind of surprised. So the 1 hour 13 mark, I'm really surprised that everyone's still alive.
Me too.
You're only alive because I let you go.
I know.
And because he asked me to find out.
Okay.
Because I was just going to jump on top of you. Turn into a battle ranger.
Jeremy, I'm facing the wall.
Yeah, I'm still thinking that the druid's going to get a perception check on this. Actually, the fighter in the druid.
I have dark vision right now, too.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's going to be high.
23.
23?
16.
Okay, you heard something.
Uh,
You ascend. What's up?
do you hear clearly enough to do a spellcraft?
No, it wouldn't be clearly enough for that.
But it doesn't matter.
Me and my fire.
Do you react?
I'm already reacting. You're trying to choke me and you're holding me over a pit. I'm a fire elemental who's struggling.
Suffocating. You're not struggling. You're suffocating. You're small. I mean,
That way.
Do you want me to describe what happens?
Nope.
For the
latter
spell.
part? Yeah.
Yeah. The entire arena is now on fire. And you see in that little pit there's a pit of blood. And the sides that used to be like metal, the metal pipes are now all corroded and look sickly.
Essentially, imagine like a Silent Hill kind of like the next guy that's going to walk out of here is going to be a pyramid head.
Yes. And everybody gets to make me a will save.
yeah, man.
Is there any what's the regional aspect of that, line of sight or?
No, it's if you're in this environment of a 50-foot radius, you are making the will save.
Alrighty. So what he actually cast for the listeners is Vision of Hell.
Oh. Yuck.
Overlay a realistic illusion of a terrifying hellscape upon an area. The
I don't think
range
it's in core.
range is medium and it had a 50-foot radius
Probably
of
ultimate
emanation.
magic.
Where did you center it?
In the middle.
Dead's Hunter.
Yeah, so it's just a...
So just the sand then?
No, it's the entire structure. The entire arena right now.
What's the area of it?
50 foot.
Yeah, that's everything. It's
Yeah.
not even 40 across.
Yeah.
It's 60, right?
What's the save?
Yeah.
Save is a 19 will
Oh.
save.
The reason I was asking about the range of this is because I don't think it's going to
Is this
get
a-
into the pipes
Is this
itself.
a fear effect?
Yeah.
It's just the sanded area.
Evil,
Yes.
fear, glamour.
Okay.
So did anybody fail it?
I failed it.
What was the number?
19.
Oh, yeah, I blew it through it. 23. We're good.
Okay. You now are shaken, and you take a -2 penalty on saves versus fear effects
Okay.
for minutes.
So
6 minutes.
shaken, if I'm not mistaken, is pretty much -2 to everything, right?
Yeah, it's something like that. Let me look it up just to double check.
Shaken is... Character takes -2 on attack, saves, skills, and ability checks.
Okay.
There you go.
I guess technically you could be lawful evil and suffer no effects, but
True.
I doubt it highly.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact,
Look what it says right here on my character
How
sheet. And
convenient.
pencil, Don? And pencil, really?
what? Nobody asked.
That's funny.
I figured it was just a random roller
Right?
until somebody asks. You can be any alignment you want, and then you just choose. Then,
Bingo!
what alignment are you? What alignment do I need to be?
And the pit disappears.
Not yet.
No, that's right. There's
That's
one
one
more
round.
round. Yeah.
I'm not
Okay.
too sure.
I'm sitting here trying to imagine what happens if the pit disappears. Do
I
just
think
get
no,
thrown
you
out of it?
rise up
Okay.
harmlessly.
And which potion was that?
Potion of Owl's Wisdom.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good one. I appreciate I approve of
Yeah,
that.
voila. Good.
Nice.
Now you
Sure.
can see better.
Yeah.
That's not why I need it.
Because you're more wise. Yeah.
Alrighty. As the rogue is getting that potion down, a hiss starts going through the area, and
Of where I am?
no, there's just a powering up effect.
Okay.
What round is this?
7.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited about these traps. I'm just hoping I'm living.
We haven't informed the listeners about that
You
yet.
did at the beginning.
Did you?
Yes,
I
I
must
did.
have missed that.
Yeah, you weren't here for the whole intro for some reason, but
Yeah,
you were still present.
Yeah, I don't know.
You're
that
locked
works.
I was trying to figure out how
Like
to
5
survive.
seconds later, Derek's like, "Oh, and we have hoods on that silence you," and I'm like, "Jeremy already said that."
So, is there a way for me to attempt to try and talk to you?
No.
I know you're trying to strangle me, but
Can you do it without breathing?
not really. But
Sign language?
You sound like something from Star Wars. You speak Wookiees?
I think it was Klingon.
Surely.
Different genre.
right, so I can't break the hole. Make me a reflex save again.
Sure.
Roll low.
That's enough.
21.
That's enough. You take 1
Okay.
burning damage.
What you should do is bull rush both of you into the pit.
I can't bull rush right now.
He
I have to charge.
Oh, by the way, Jeremy, that last
And
spell
you're small and you're being
was because of my
suspended.
bondage. Okay. Did I write it on there?
Well, I looked it up.
Okay.
Okay, so now I'm back
Also,
to
it's
you.
not
That's
minutes,
1 round.
Yeah, it's also minutes.
so I don't have to
No,
worry about
neither do
training.
I. Thank you very much.
You get bonuses to grappling
Stuff,
small
1 round.
creatures, by the way.
Oh, I get bonuses against him. I get a size
To your
modifier
AC.
to my
Okay.
CMB.
While
He gets
still
+5 to maintain,
maintaining,
though.
while still maintaining my chokehold.
I think you have to maintain every round.
I do.
But he gets +5 every round.
Right.
Did you just roll 3?
No, I rolled an 8.
Okay, I was like, well, 8's not much better than 3.
Whatever you're rolling, you're probably getting a -2 to it.
Yeah, you are getting -2 to it.
24.
That does get it.
Yeah, I would hope so.
Well, not by much.
That's why I was with the neg 2.
And then rolling a
And
8.
me rolling an 8. Let me do,
Surprise.
since you want to talk some shit, let me do
Roll
my
me
spike damage. Take 6 more.
You don't have to roll to hit him. When you maintain the grapple, you hit him.
Yeah, but
Okay.
you gotta roll a reflex save.
Okay. So 22.
Okay, take 2.
No, I'll take 1.
Oh, DR, huh?
He's just only going to record one.
No. I gave you the half.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Oh, you roll every time.
Yeah,
I thought it was a
as if
static.
I were attacking you.
I thought it was a static number. That's why I was confused. Yeah. I am going to look around to try and I'm not going to move as far as in the square. I want to try and make a perception check on where.
So this is what I see. I see the fighter with the chokehold on the flame thing, and then he's
What
going,
the heck?
what's over here?
Where's it at?
Order on
Just
that
point.
one.
He's a,
For out of character knowledge.
Just a moment.
Out of character knowledge on that one.
Yeah.
He didn't actually hear me.
I agree.
I did not.
No.
However, I am standing in an arena that now looks like hell.
I'm okay with it.
Well, that's true.
That's true.
Yeah, well, he's holding something small and on
Yeah,
fire.
and I'm not looking directly at wherever
If
you
you-
are
look,
because I have no idea
If
where
you
you
swing
are.
towards
but
him, I will.
I'm spinning 360
Yeah.
degrees trying to find wherever the hell that came from.
I will seriously do that.
All right, well, I will try and make a perception check to understand that you're pointing and not flailing.
8 PvP.
Would there be some kind of a linguistics?
All I'm doing is trying to flare
it's
my
I'm
fire.
flailing around trying to figure
Right,
out.
but then you're flailing and you're flailing and...
Yeah, it's gonna be a high check for him. I'm trying to help.
I think it would be a check for you as well
Okay.
to try to make the message accurate.
How would I do that? Diplomacy? Well, that's kind of an odd one.
It is an odd one. I'd almost say give him a sense of motive and give him a
Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, I'll do diplomacy. As he's flinging
I'm
me,
trying to interpret him.
flaring towards where he's pointing.
His arm movements as not being
As he
flailing.
is swinging around.
Trying to figure out where these spell effects are coming from.
Dude,
DC 15
Yeah,
for
nope.
you. No.
I got an 8.
And
I got an 18.
oh god, no.
Okay, that's fine.
There's no way.
That's fine. I mean, no hurt in trying.
His legs and arms and whatnot that he's kind of occasionally popping out of.
And he's sort of like owie because he's burning. You're tasting burning.
It looks like a little kid's kind of flailing
if,
around in your arms.
If the two,
From
if
any
the arena looks like
Right.
hell, I want to get the hell out of hell. So
fair.
I'm going to move to the closest
Pipe.
door.
There's not really a door. There's openings where there's pipes.
And they're sort of corroded.
And
looking sort of nice.
You could go around the
I'll say,
blood-filled
and you
pool.
got to inspect this before you came in, so you really know there's no exit.
Right, but these are doorways.
They're just an open pipe.
That's fine. It doesn't matter as long as I'm not in this creepy ass
But they
arena. I don't
the
care.
thing is they look
They
corroded
look
to you
corroded
right
and
now.
creepy as hell.
That's what he
Yeah.
was explaining.
Yeah.
It's part of that.
Everything looks like hell.
Everything looks like
So I might as well just stand in hell because I'm in hell.
you're on fire and you're in hell.
And you're
This
holding,
actually works really well.
and you're holding fire.
Go
And
team.
I might as well flail on the
You
floor.
may come over there and choke you out.
Right? Might as well. Where's that Sovereign's glue?
on that rope that's over there on the ground.
It's doing an excellent job of holding the rope.
It's now a bundle of just. It's just a mass of glue and rope. It's like a bad S&M movie.
That's inappropriate, sir.
Oh, sorry.
I'm going
That's
to
awesome.
ask that we restrain from doing that.
We got the restraint down.
Yeah, he's choked right now.
How many rounds
This
have
is,
we went
this
through?
is 2. I'm starting
oh,
2.
yeah, it's your second round, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
How many do you have left?
4.
So you had a total of 6.
Yeah.
You know what? Just because I can't get out of, and I want to do extra damage,
This is gonna be fun.
I'm just gonna
Jump in the pit.
run right into the wall over here. Like
You're gonna go.
I'm trying to picture what's the movie?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Bam!
Yeah, I'm charging the wall with the elemental between me and it. Yeah.
I probably just peed my pants.
Let's see, because that's gonna do. Would that do the equivalent of falling damage since he was running that distance? Well, I mean,
Because that'd be...
it's 25 feet, so 2d6 plus he's spiking me,
Right.
so
Yeah,
there's
he is.
another d6 there.
I don't think it would be 2d6. I don't think it would be that powerful.
Okay,
Maybe 1d6.
okay,
1d6 plus my
plus your
spikes.
spikes. Okay, that's still a lot.
8.
Boo.
I almost said 1d4, so you're lucky you're getting a 6 on
That's
it.
fine. I would have rolled a 2 on a d4 too.
I would have given him a 6 as well. So
All right.
He would roll a 1 on the D4.
Yep. It reminds me of I just had this vision of the movie Aliens Resurrection, where the guy feels the alien in his body and he freaks out and he runs as fast as he can and runs head first into the wall, which is like breaks his neck. But like I just had an image of that.
It's pretty funny watching you scream on waves.
Yeah. Wow.
So apparently the wizard's doing some more spell casting.
I would hope so. Otherwise, he would be an ill-effective wizard.
Well, right now I'm kind of an ill-effective druid, except I can get out of traps.
No, you are working perfectly as a damage sponge. And a pillow. A fiery pillow. This is the hottest pillow I ever had.
I always like my pillow cool. Why do you have to be so hot?
Why you be so hot?
If you would, please mark down somewhere on there of where your person would
I
actually-
see what you're saying. Okay.
They're going back and forth.
you.
Is
This is the turn that the
It
pit.
disappears.
Pit disappeared.
So what's going to happen
I know.
is an eyeball is going to come up to the top of the blood pit, and then kind of blink, and the pit just like pops.
I feel like my character is never going to be the same.
He's not.
Yes, I ruined a third campaign.
Is that your turn?
Alrighty.
Please visit us at www.theestablishedfacts.com and our Facebook page, facebook.com/theestablishedfacts. If you would like to support us by buying some merchandise, visit cafepress.com/castingrobot.
Bonus!